Nobody saw this coming. Everything may have just changed in the blink of an eye for the Corinthos family. This could be the biggest mistake of Jen Sidwell's life, or it could be the exact devastating move that brings Sunny's entire empire crashing down into the dirt. We are talking about a nightmare scenario that no parent ever wants to face, a situation so dark it makes all the previous mob wars look like child's play. While Sunny was busy locking down his territory, discussing strategy with Rick Lansing, and dealing with the absolute chaos surrounding him, someone slipped right through the cracks. A tiny, innocent member of the family has simply vanished into thin air. Little Donna is gone. She didn't just wander off. She didn't get lost in the mansion. She was taken. And the person who took her is the absolute last person you ever want holding a child hostage. Jen Sidwell has officially crossed a line that you just do not cross in Port Charles. We all knew he was dangerous. We all knew he was setting a massive trap for his enemies. But nobody realized that his trap wasn't aimed at Sunny's business, his shipments, or his soldiers. It was aimed directly at his heart. When Donna was discovered to be missing, the sheer panic that instantly ripped through the Corinthos family is hard to even describe. But wait, it gets worse. She isn't just missing. She is currently being held captive in a secret underground warehouse deep within Sidwell's terrifying new network. The chain reaction here is absolutely devastating. Think about how this all started. Sidwell managed to make a quick escape not too long ago, slipping right through the fingers of the authorities, partially thanks to the mess with Cassius Phazon. That single failure to keep Sidwell locked up has now triggered a domino effect of pure horror. Because Sidwell was free, he had the time to meticulously plan this strike. He didn't rush. He waited for the perfect moment when Sunny was distracted by a million other threats. And then he snatched Donna. That one action has now thrown the entire city into a state of absolute chaos. Carly's reaction is exactly what you would expect, but multiplied by 1,000. When Carly found out Donna was missing, she completely lost her mind. The sheer terror of knowing your child is in the hands of a ruthless psychopath is enough to break anyone. Carly immediately went into full-blown panic mode. She is already dealing with so much danger, already trying to figure out how to navigate the threats surrounding Jocelyn and her own close calls at Windermere. And now this, Carly and Sunny instantly dropped everything. The war for the territory didn't matter anymore. The money didn't matter. The alliances didn't matter. The only thing that mattered was finding Donna. They launched a desperate, frantic search across every inch of Port Charles. But that is not even the biggest surprise. Sidwell is acting like a ghost. He is completely outsmarting them at every single turn. Sunny and Carly are tearing the city apart, but Sidwell has prepared for this exact response. He knows exactly how Sunny operates. He knows Sunny will send every single enforcer he has to kick down every door in town. So Sidwell is constantly moving. He is utilizing a massive hidden labyrinth of abandoned warehouses and secret shipping routes to keep Donna completely hidden. Every time Sunny's men get close to a location, Sidwell has already moved her to the next one. It is a terrifying game of cat and mouse, and the mouse is holding a little girl's life in his hands. Here is where things get messy. Sunny is sitting there, tearing his hair out, trying to figure out his next move, and then a message arrives, a video file. Sunny opens it, and what he sees makes his blood run completely cold. It is a video of Donna. She is being held in one of those dark, damp warehouses. The visual alone is enough to make you sick to your stomach, but it is Sidwell's chilling, calm voice echoing in the background of that video that really changes the game. Sidwell lays out his demands, and they are brutal. He tells Sunny to immediately cease all efforts to track him down. He demands that Sunny back off completely. If Sunny dares to send his men, if Sunny even breathes in Sidwell's direction, the consequences will be irreversible. Sidwell is using Donna as the ultimate pawn. He has absolutely no intention of harming the little girl right now. Why would he? She is his golden ticket. As long as he holds Donna, he holds Sunny's entire life in his hands. He is sending a bone-chilling message to the Corinthos family. Any retaliation will result in absolute tragedy. Guys, this is where it gets interesting. This isn't just a simple kidnapping for ransom. Sidwell doesn't just want money. He wants power. He wants absolute control over the entire city. People in the underworld are starting to whisper that Sidwell is rapidly becoming the most dangerous villain Port Charles has seen in decades. We are talking about a level of pure, unadulterated evil that rivals the legendary Helena Cassadine. If you ask me, that is the most terrifying comparison you can make. Helena was famous for using children, for destroying families from the inside out, for playing psychological games that left her victims permanently shattered. Sidwell is studying that exact same playbook, and he is executing it flawlessly. He wants to be the new ultimate villain, untouchable and supreme. What happened next may be even worse. Sonny, driven by pure desperation and blinding rage, finally catches a tiny break. He manages to trace an obscure visual clue from that ransom video. It leads him to an isolated, heavily guarded warehouse district down by the docks. Sonny thinks this is it. He thinks he has finally cornered Sidwell and is about to bring his daughter home. He approaches the location, ready to tear the building down with his bare hands, ready to unleash a level of violence that Port Charles hasn't seen in years. And then everything spiraled. Because when Sonny starts investigating this warehouse from the shadows, he makes a horrifying discovery. This place isn't just a makeshift prison for a little girl. It is a massive, fully operational command center. Sidwell hasn't just been hiding out. He has been building an empire right under Sonny's nose. The weapons, the logistics, the sheer scale of the operation inside this waterfront facility is absolutely staggering. Sonny realizes in that exact moment that he has been completely played. The kidnapping of Donna was never the end game. It was just phase one. Sidwell took Donna to paralyze Sonny to ensure that the head of the Corinthos family was entirely consumed by fear and grief. While Sonny was running around the city chasing ghosts and tearing apart empty rooms, Sidwell was quietly cementing his grip on the Port Charles underworld. He used Sonny's love for his daughter as a massive smokescreen to cover up the launch of a highly sophisticated criminal syndicate. This is the most brilliant and twisted strategy we have seen in a long time. Sidwell knows that Sonny's greatest strength is his fierce loyalty to his family, but it is also his most crippling weakness. By holding Donna, Sidwell effectively neutralizes Sonny completely. Sonny can't order a hit on Sidwell. He can't blow up the warehouse. He can't do anything that might even slightly jeopardize Donna's safety. He is completely trapped in a living nightmare of Sidwell's making. If he surrenders, Sidwell takes over the city. If he fights back, he risks losing his child forever. The tension right now is absolutely suffocating. Carly is pacing the floors, her mind racing with every worst-case scenario imaginable. She knows the kind of monsters that operate in this world, and the thought of her daughter being surrounded by them is driving her to the absolute brink of insanity. Carly is ready to risk her own life, ready to make any deal with the devil if it means getting Donna back. But even Carly knows that one wrong move, one impulsive decision, could trigger a total disaster. Every second that ticks by feels like an eternity. The entire dynamic of Port Charles has shifted overnight. The streets are incredibly tense. The usual mob enforcers are walking on eggshells. Everyone knows that a massive war is brewing, but it is a war that Sonny cannot fight using his usual tactics. He can't just shoot his way out of this one. He has to outsmart a man who currently holds all the winning cards. A man who is perfectly comfortable using a child as a human shield to build a criminal empire. The rules of the game have been completely rewritten, and Sonny is losing. And let's not forget the severe psychological toll this is taking on everyone involved. Sonny is a man who prides himself on protection. His entire identity is built on keeping his family safe from the violence of his world. Sidwell hasn't just stolen his daughter, he has shattered Sonny's entire reality. He has proven that Sonny's defenses mean absolutely nothing. That realization is going to push Sonny into a very dark, very dangerous headspace. We are talking about a totally unhinged Sonny Corinthos, backed into a corner, desperate, lethal, and ready to cross lines he swore he never would again. But Sidwell is arrogant. He thinks he has won. He thinks that by capturing Donna and establishing his waterfront base, he is completely untouchable. He believes he is the new king of the city, the new Helena Cassadine of the modern era. But history shows that whenever someone pushes the Corinthos family this far, whenever someone targets their children, the blowback is always apocalyptic. The question isn't if Sonny will strike back, but how he will manage to do it without getting his daughter killed in the crossfire. Right now, Sonny is standing in the shadows of that massive warehouse command center. He is looking at the sheer scale of Sidwell's operation. He knows Donna is likely somewhere in that network, terrified and alone. He knows that if he steps into the light, if he makes a single sound, the trap could snap shut entirely. A massive secret is about to be exposed. A highly calculated plan is teetering on the edge of total collapse. A character is in grave danger. And someone is about to make a decision that will leave Port Charles burning to the ground.
Goodbye. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the GH Spoilers Daily channel.